Hello, Math Conquerors. Today we are going to be reviewing 1-1 variables and expressions. We talked some on this yesterday. We're going to talk some more today. When I read this expression, I read it as 9 times a squared. Now, if you remember on page 6 yesterday, we had some different words for multiplication. We had product of, multiplied by, times. So I could either say 9 times a, 9 multiplied by a. I could say the product of 9 and a. And then it's going to be squared or raised to the second power. We can write this in many ways as long as we use one of the terms for multiplication. I would not say 9 increased by a because increased means to add. So I have to use a term that matches multiplication terms or products. So I'm going to say 9 times a to the second power. And I should have written out the word 9 here. Okay? I could have also written the product of 9 and a raised to the second power. I can say raised to the second power. I can say squared. As long as I say the correct thing. 9 times a. Now let's look at number 8. 3 times n squared minus x. Now if I don't want to use minus x, I can say less than x, decreased by x, a number squared decreased by x. So I'm going to write 3 times a number squared decreased by x. I could have also said by another number. Here I could have written n instead of a number. I could say 3 times n squared decreased by x. 3 times n squared minus x. 3 times n raised to the second power decreased by x. As long as I use a subtraction term and a multiplication term, the answer is still correct. Now let's look at number 9. If you look down on page 7, number 9 says the sum of a number and 10. Well, I don't know what the number is. I can use any letter of the alphabet. I'm going to choose X. I could have used T, U, V, W, does not matter. Just like up here where I said a number, I could have said 3 times a number squared decreased by a number. So the sum of a number and 10. Now sum means to add, so I'm going to put addition. And it's some number plus 10. I do not know what that number is. It has not been defined. It is a variable. Number 12 says 6 more than twice m. Well, I know that I'm going to multiply whatever m is, I don't know what it is, times 2, because twice means, let's put this up where we can see it, twice means 2. If this was 3, I'd say 2 times 3. If it's 4, I'd say 2 times 4. I don't know what it is. It's just twice m, or twice a number. And they picked a letter. 6 more than. So it's whatever I get, it's going to be 6 more. Okay? So we have found the ultimate answer for number 12. Okay, let's work at a couple more. And let's take a minute and let's look at number 15. And number 15 says the product, now that's multiplying, of 2 and the second power of y. So we know we're going to be multiplying. And so we're going to say the product of 2 and the second power of y. So we have y, and we know we're going to raise y to the second power because it says and. This is a very important word here, and. The second power of y. So y raised to the second power. Now I want to multiply it by 2. I don't write it like this. That's not how we write things in algebra. So we're learning to write in algebra. We know if we put the number with the variable, the changing number, that means to multiply. 2 times y to the second power. I just said the same thing, but in a different manner. Doesn't matter how you say it, as long as you can interpret what is being said. Now, I would like for you to finish your paper from yesterday if you did not, and work on page 7.